Right now, we'll see the conservation of plant genetic materials. Plant materials, the valuable plant materials, the materials which will produce new plants under propagation for rare plants are considered as the plant genetic resources. Those plant genetic resources should be conserved, should be protected, should be preserved. There are two types of preservation or conservation. Number one, germplasm preservation. And number two, cryopreservation. What is germplasm? Plant materials, living genetic resources like pollen grains, seeds, tissues, which are used for breeding, plant breeding, and for many research work are considered as the germplasm. What are the germplasm? Germplasm are living genetic materials like pollen grains, seeds, and tissues which will produce new plants later. They are used for plant breeding and also used for plant research work. They are considered as the germplasm. The conservation of germplasm means preservation of all the materials which produce new plants. In germplasm conservation, seeds and pollen grains are collected from superior quality plants and stored in banks. Seeds are preserved, stored in seed banks, and pollen grains are stored in the pollen banks to maintain viability and fertility for later use for a long time. They are used in the hybridization and crop improvement program. They are later used as material for hybridization program, hybridization experiments, and a crop improvement program or crop improvement methods. So that is the germplasm conservation. Gene bank, DNA bank of elite breeding varieties are also included in the germplasm preservation to maintain biological diversity and food for security. So not only seeds, not only pollen grains, DNA also collected from superior quality plants and stored in the DNA bank. So that is about germplasm preservation. What is cryopreservation? Cryopreservation is a method of preserving valuable plant products like protoplast, cells, tissues, cell organelles, organs, extracellular matrix, enzymes, and many more biological materials which are preserved by cooling to very low temperature. Say for example, minus 196 degrees C under liquid nitrogen. So the valuable plant materials can be preserved for a very long time for later use in very low temperature of about minus 196 degrees C under liquid nitrogen. This is cryopreservation. In this method, cryopreservation, the plant materials are preserved at a very low temperature that we know. In the very low temperature, enzyme activity or chemical activity will be totally stopped. So this leads to the preservation of material in dormant state. Later, if we want to use the materials which are preserved, which were preserved in the cryopreservation method, can be used by reactivating the materials by bringing them to normal room temperature. And this is the method to reactivate the materials which were preserved in the cryopreservation method. To reactivate the material means totally the materials will be activated by bringing them to the normal room temperature. That is the method followed in cryopreservation.